The story of Rachel asking Leah for the mandrakes of her son Reuben represents, according to the code, a moment when the vessel, the person, begins to undergo an alteration of consciousness. The mandrake is a plant known for its psychotropic effects. Ingesting it can cause hallucinations, meaning altered mental states. This episode symbolizes a shift in the person's perception, an opening toward different levels of consciousness. In the coded reading of the story, there is a hidden truth in the image of the mandrake. The fruit of this plant resembles a tomato, which is symbolically connected to the menorah. The menorah, according to tradition, is decorated with pomegranates, pomme and flowers. The original menorah described in the Bible featured golden pomegranates. The symbolic meaning of gold in the Bible is linked to metal and fusion, which represent both separation and union. On one hand, it indicates separation from the generator of life for those born in union. On the other, it symbolizes a change of consciousness for those born on their own. This transition takes place through a union fusion with God Satan, the simulator, marking a deep transformation within the degenerative network of consciousness. The menorah has 7 branches, 3 on the right, 3 on the left, and 1 central. The 6 side branches represent the 6 sides of a cube, the symbol of the structure of matter, while the central branch represents the 7th element, symbolizing the cessation of generative consciousness and the completion of God Satan's project. The light of the menorah, in this context, represents revelation. To bring to light means to reveal the simulator's project. This same configuration is also found on the altars of many churches: 3 candlesticks on the right, 3 on the left, and at the center the cross with Jesus, symbolically representing the centrality of the completion. The menorah, in tradition, is decorated with pomegranates and flowers. The flowers are associated with the thalamus, considered the symbolic seat of the transmission of consciousness. Each flower has 6 tepals, 3 petals and 3 petaloid sepals, recalling the 6-petal flower, also called the hexaflower, or flower of life. This flower is connected to the number 6, symbol of the cube and the matrix of matter. In coded terms, this symbolism represents the manipulation of matter through the consciousness of people taken by God Satan. The tomato as a fruit is symbolically connected to the pome, the botanical term used for the fruit of the apple or quince tree. This creates a link to the story of Adam and Eve, where the pome, traditionally identified as the apple, symbolizes forbidden knowledge. Finally, the term pome also appears in the expression Adam's apple, which refers to the protrusion of the throat. Its shape and position symbolically recall the passage between word, breath, nephesh, soul, and transmission, a key point linked to communication and consciousness. In this sense, the story of the mandrakes carries coded meanings on the level of consciousness as part of the falsification carried out by God Satan.